English 101 online with Josh. The time to learn is now.
The first thing to understand about writing is that anyone can do it, just so long as they give themselves the time and the structure to do so. Writing is a skill, not a predetermined identity. So, what separates a writer from a non writer? Disciplined practice and the development of a process that works for them. You see, most people lean on two strategies for writing: inspiration and prescription. Inspiration means relying on that special kind of magic that happens usually a few hours before deadline, when the stars align and you hit the perfect combination of Red Bull and sleep deprivation. And suddenly a divine light shines down and the ideas begin to flow. Of course, the problem with this is that if you only ever write when you're feeling inspired, the amount of writing you're able to produce will be limited to the amount of inspiration that you have. The second strategy is prescription. In other words, the prescribed, formulaic way of writing that some teacher told you was the correct way. In this framework, writing becomes a rigid color by numbers process where, in order to write, all you need to do is follow steps A, B, C, and D, and voila, you're done. The only problem with this is that no one has ever written this way, and every writer has a different brain and thus needs a unique process. Of course, that doesn't mean that you should tune out the wisdom of those who came before you and figured out what works and what doesn't. But it does mean recognizing that there is no one right way to write. So, inspiration and prescription. And what happens when those two strategies fail? Well, that's what we generally call writer's block. So in this class, we're going to be exploring a third approach, writing as problem solving. And in this approach, we look at writing not as a single skill that you're either good at or not good at. Rather, we view writing as a series of many small problems and solutions that together add up to something greater. By the end of this class, you'll have honed the ability to recognize problems and develop solutions from them, maybe even to the point where you surprise yourself. In the next video, we'll start with the very first problem that requires a solution: how to create a productive writing routine. Until next time, talk to you later.